let's look forward now, which the Edmonton Oilers are doing as well. They bring in Kris Knoblauch as their new head coach, a guy who has a long record in the AHL, track record with the Hartford Wolfpack, reasonably successful, but it doesn't really pop. Of course, the connection everyone is making, it's Connor McDavid's old coach from Erie. So I'm very curious for your take, Stephen, as a guy who's plugged into the junior scene, to the minor league scene. What is your take on this hire?
Well, he's really well respected. Talked to some of his former players just yesterday to kind of get a sense. And a lot of them are like, yeah, he's a very smart coach. He's willing to get creative and try things. And, if Connor McDavid's not playing great, maybe he's like, you know what, we got to give you a bit of a rest here. But when it comes to what he brings to the table here, the Hartford Wolfpack this year have just looked really good. Great numbers this year. And he's been someone that a lot around the AHL said this guy deserves a chance in the NHL. The connection there with McDavid, yeah, that is true. That was nearly a decade ago. So it's like, at that point, it's hard to not be able to coach Connor McDavid very well in the OHL when he was putting up the numbers he did. The NHL is a different story here, and that's a great picture. I haven't seen that one. But, I think that this is, again, the fresh face that needed to be coming in here. And he's not a former NHL head coach. This is not just another recycled option here. This is someone here where they kind of brought Jay Woodcroft in for the same reason, right? When you look at Tom McClellan, Ken Hitchcock, Dave Tippa beforehand, they were all these experienced coaches. You bring in Woodcroft, and he's this fresh face, never coached the NHL, and he put up some really good numbers. I do expect him, Kris, here to do the same thing. This is a good hockey team. They need to get some good goaltending. They haven't yet. If they could figure that out, I still think they're a true contender this year. Just obviously right now, it doesn't look that way. But again, I think it's an interesting hire.